Hi, I'm Eric Miller. I am the Chief Advisor, co-owner at Econologics Financial Advisors, and I am going to tell you a client story. This story is about one of our clients out on the West Coast, and they are physical therapists. They have a physical therapy practice. They didn't have their practice for very long, so they had a lot of the struggles that new practice owners do, which is trying to get new patients, trying to figure out how to run a business. And one of their primary concerns was on the household side. Like we're starting to see our practice grow, but how does the household and the practice work? How do we make sure that the practice is serving the financial needs of the household? And they had a lot of questions. They had a lot of debt, which of course brings a lot of stress. They didn't have very much money in reserves, and of course that brought more stress. So the first thing that we did, of course, was just, hey, let's start with a plan. Let's get a plan to get some direction. Let's get a plan to give you some financial metrics that we can track, that will give you some targets along the way, and at least give you some certainties, some financial certainties that you can have control over your financial outcome by just making sure that you have the right habit and the right actions in place. So that's the first thing that we did. We set them up on a plan. We got them to start channeling money from their business to their household so that they could start building reserves, so they could accelerate getting their personal debt paid off, and really just start getting them to feel a little bit more comfortable with how to better utilize the business cash flow to serve the needs of the household. Now, it wasn't easy for them. For the first 2 to 3 years, as you're trying to grow a practice, of course, there's going to be trials and tribulations, which they had. There's always pulls on hiring new people, which costs money. They had equipment that they had to buy, which cost money. They had to hire more experts and consultants, which of course costs money. So there's always this demand for income, for your cash flow. And one of the things that they did, which I admired them, was that they stuck to the plan. I mean, there were times they had to pull back. There were times that they had to buy things that maybe they weren't ready for, but they really, really stuck to the plan. And as their practice grew, because they were really spending a lot of their time and attention on growing their practice, as they were doing that, because they had these systems set up to channel money from the business to the household, as their practice revenue grew, they started to see their personal assets grow, and they started to see their debt accelerate at a much faster pace than what they thought they could potentially do. And really after 4 years, they started to stabilize. They bought another practice because they were able to. They paid off a lot of their business debt. They had more access to credit and capital so that they could buy another practice, and they had more household assets that they could use as collateral because they were channeling money from their business to their household. And then, of course, after 8 years, they look back, and their business is worth probably close to $5 million when it started at zero. They have $400,000 in business reserves, and they had over $1.1 million in personal investments outside of the business. And I think while that's nice to have, and I forgot to mention, they were also completely debt-free in their household. They had paid off their house, they had paid off all of their student loans, they had paid off all of their cars, so they didn't have any personal debt. So they felt much more in control. They felt much more certain about the direction that they were going, and they did it in a time frame that isn't 20 years, isn't 15. They did it in an 8-year period, which is possible because they really focused on those things that were really, really important, which was growing their practice and then making sure that the business cash flow is channeled to their household to satisfy their personal financial needs.